Hi lovely souls, my name is Samanthajamezz. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, love ya, welcome to the fam. Today we have a pick a card on Mercury retrograde advice. Now I don't know about y'all, but I've been fucked up from this Mercury retrograde. I mean, I consider myself a very spiritual person, and even I have been beaten down with a stick by the universe. So if I'm suffering, I feel like some of y'all are suffering, and I would love to provide you some personalized, individualistic advice according to your pile. So we have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. Now, if you are new to pick a cards, what you're gonna do is pause the video, figure out whichever crystal or pile you are drawn to the most, go down below in the description box, look for your timestamp, and I will see you all at your reading. Hi lovely souls who picked pile number 1 with the rose quartz. I'm playing some reggae music in the background. I had a bad dream. I'm just waking up and doing this, and I really need to cleanse my brain. Also, the chakra meditation music that I'm always playing has me fucked up, and I'm on to them. So with that said, good vibes only this Mercury retrograde. Let's get into it. Let's figure out some self-care tips for y'all, group number 1. And then I am going to pull tarot separate, so we don't have any tarot in this pile. To start, we have Break the Chain, Ancestral Patterns, Healing, Rewriting the Future. We have Child of the Cosmos. We have Degrees of Love, Be Comfortable. We have Connect with Your Ancestors and Clean Your Space. Okay, guys. It's so funny because when I do private readings, sometimes I get very strong messages of, girl, you need to clean your room. And I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Like as much as I'm like a cozy, cleanly type of vibey aesthetic kind of person, I will let shit hit the fan before I do anything about it. So with that said, group number 1, how's your Mercury retrograde going? Okay. So I feel like this Mercury retrograde for you, group number 1, is really going to be about figuring out exactly where the fuck you came from, because I feel like at this very moment in time, you guys are not feeling very comfortable. You're feeling a little kind of like, wait a minute, I don't think I'm from here. And I know that's a cliche. I know everyone's like, I'm an alien, I'm spiritual, but I think like legit, you guys have been feeling very uncomfortable with, holy shit, I really don't think that I'm from here type of vibe. And almost in a way where you have this like homesickness, like you're kind of longing for a family that you don't have. Not that you don't have family, but it's like not the family that's here in the 3D, which is why we have connect with your ancestors, because they are trying to connect with you. That's why you're feeling all these feelings right now. And because this Mercury retrograde is in Pisces, we are all at our most receptive and most intuitive. Our third eyes are just like open. I saw this meme and it was like, I want to close my third eye. I've seen enough. I'm like that. I feel you. But this is very interesting because we have Connect with Your Ancestors in this deck, and then we have Break the Chain, Ancestral Patterns in this deck. So I feel like there is something within you on your spiritual journey that has you kind of pulled back, even though I feel like in the 3D or within your own conscious, you're trying to push forward. So I feel like you have this like push and pull, and you're really feeling the gravity of that during this retrograde. I really feel like that you guys could have been a starseed. You could have been put here on Earth during the age of Aquarius. This could be your first incarnation on Earth. Now, that's not to say that you're a new soul. I feel like you're an old soul, group number 1, but you are new to the human experience. Maybe your whole life you felt kind of uncomfortable. Maybe you never fit in with the standards of society. Maybe you guys do your hair really cool or dress really cool or do your makeup differently. And although that makes you feel very good about yourself, other people make you feel very different for doing that. Now, I know we're in 2020 and you're probably thinking, well, Sam, it's not like that anymore, but I'm getting like childhood wounds. So I'm feeling more so when you were a child, you really wore candorous in expressing yourself and people made fun of you. And for that, you're holding on to that just a little bit. And it's interesting because I feel like you're just now kind of discovering why you're holding on to that, why that affected you so much is because it is your first experience on earth. This is your first human life. So everything is very new to you. That includes bullying, that includes love, that includes breakups, that includes finding your path. It includes all of it, you know, because you feel things at a deeper level than most people, group number one. But I feel like this Mercury retrograde is really forcing you guys to understand who you are at your core. And it's a little daunting. It's a little scary because it is bringing you out of your comfort zone. And you're starting to be out of your comfort zone because you're starting to realize that maybe your comfort zone is not even on fucking Earth. You know what I'm saying? Maybe lately you've been looking up at the stars a lot, looking at the moon phases. You've been feeling a little more connected to other worlds rather than the world you're currently on. But your ancestors are encouraging you to stay grounded here on earth, for this is a choice that you did make for yourself. Now, I know you feel this longing to be somewhere else, but your ancestors are telling you to really rewrite the future here on earth because you are here for a reason. Now, with that said, if you're here on earth for a reason and you did somehow pick your soul mission, then wouldn't you want to kind of understand what it is you're here to bring to earth? I'm going to pull some tarot. Thank you so much for the Bouiji deck and for this beautiful girl deck. I just love that it's like girl and the pictures are so vibrant. I'm probably going to read the descriptions of these two just because I don't know what they mean necessarily. We have the 9 of Wands. Okay, guys. So you've been feeling really just beat up this Mercury retrograde, really exhausted. You could be at Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or have a lot of Leo, Aries, Sagittarius in your chart. Now, don't get it twisted. Although you guys have been feeling a little exhausted, a little fucking beat up, you guys are still killing it on the surface. I feel like you guys emulate this really unique energy. Like on one hand, you guys have this insecurity of not feeling totally like comfortable, but you don't let anyone see it. So don't get me wrong when I say things like that. It's not like you're out here looking all insecure and tethered and weird. You actually have your shit together on the surface. No one would ever know that sometimes you feel lonely. We have the Queen of Wands here. So not only are you a bad bitch, but you're a fucking savage. You might also be feeling the need to start a new project, maybe express yourself a little more creatively, and maybe you have these creative urges that are coming out in like shopping addictions, or maybe you're overspending or something to do with materialism this retrograde that you kind of need to hone back on. And maybe I'm almost getting, I'm sorry if I'm assuming things, but I'm almost getting that the materialism, the need to shop is your need to feel grounded in the earth. Like you need material possessions in order to feel like you're a part of this world, because you are lately feeling so uncomfortable with the fact that, holy shit, guys, I'm not actually fucking from here, bruh. Like, this is my first damn rodeo. But once you kind of know that, that's where your power assumes, I feel like. Like, once you get a better understanding of, you know what, I'm not from here, that's when you can take back your power. And I feel like during this retrograde, group number one, you guys are kind of in the midst of that discovery, and it's making you feel a little exposed, a little vulnerable. And the Queen of Wands does not like to feel vulnerable because she likes to have the power. She likes to bring out the vulnerability in other people just by intimidating them. And I feel like you've done that for a long time, but now it's time to kind of get out of your comfort zone. Regardless, though, I do think you guys are killing it. You could have really long hair, you could have dark skin, light skin, very full lips I'm getting. You could have like an androgynous face, meaning you could have very feminine features or masculine features. We have like a faceless woman here. There's something very mysterious about you guys, and I feel like part of the mystery has to do with the fact that you guys don't completely understand where you're from. Now, don't get me wrong, people aren't looking at you like, this girl doesn't know what the fuck she's doing, or guy. They're looking at you as just mysterious, and in your head, in your mind, you're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But it still comes off as alluring and sexy in 3D. So don't feel insecure about any of these things, because you're just out here growing and evolving and learning, and that's really the best that you can do. But more importantly, I feel like you guys have been getting some spiritual downloads, and you're being urged to listen to them. I feel like part of the spiritual downloads have to do with your ancestors trying to connect with you. They're also trying to let you know that you're being guided and that you're okay here on earth. We see this tree at her heart chakra center. They kind of want you to become a little more grounded in the earth, and they don't mean materially. They mean things like cleaning up your space, probably energy cleansing, saging, those kind of things. They really want you to step into your spirituality at the fullest extent, and then use the materialism as artistic expression rather than an outlet. Because I do see you guys being very artistic, very creative. You could be painters, you could be artists, you could be musicians, you could be stylists. You guys could be really fashionable. I mean, like really fashionable. Also, you guys have like a yellow aura, which is very vibrant, very positive, very happy. And what's very interesting is you've maintained this gorgeous like look to yourself, even though despite sometimes you guys aren't buying it. I feel like sometimes you guys are not buying the tea that you're selling. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of the roughest thing about retrograde is we could be selling that tea all year long, but when a retrograde comes, even we're not buying it. Even we're not sipping on it. We're kind of like, ugh, am I a phony? Like there's a lot of questions about yourself that comes up during this time. And I want to let you guys know that the advice from your guides for this retrograde is to just let it be, to just feel all of these feelings of inadequacy and just, you know, just be comfortable with being uncomfortable for now, because you are evolving just by getting these downloads. And if anything, it's going to add to your mystique. It's going to add to your aura being the Queen of Wands here. Sorry, guys, there's no table of contents in this book for these. I'm looking up degrees of love. It's a little frustrating. Okay. All of us experience love, but in different ways, in different forms. There's still to love. It's glamorous, sexy, and totally Instagrammable, but it's not always comfortable or authentic. And more often than not, it hurts. Maybe not instantly. There are times when pain creeps into our system slowly, and we don't even feel it until it's completely destroyed our body. Yet we're willing to hear the pain, bear the consequences of destruction as long as it looks good. There's the regular pump, the go-to shoes. It's not the sexiest in the rack and certainly not a shoofy material, but it does the job. Oh, hey, girl, I love my sneakers. It's what you settle into when you feel like you don't have a choice or when nothing feels right. Just like settling for someone because you feel you're running out of time. When you see everyone else around you married, or you are tired of dating and failing, or you just don't have any prospect, you go with a guy who's decent enough, secure enough, and is good enough. And then there's the funky sneakers. It's comfortable, useful, and durable. It's also unappreciated because it's made for comfort, not necessarily style. It's more street than high fashion. Many fail to recognize that it's that one style of shoe that is made with the person in mind, not the standards of aesthetics depicted by society. It doesn't conform to trends, it conforms to your body's needs. It's durable, timeless, safe, and true. Just like a love that isn't real, it's not always the heartthrob or the sexiest on the block. Sometimes you fall in love with the accountant who wears the same shirt color every day. Sometimes it's with someone who hasn't been into a bar for 10 years. Sometimes that one person who doesn't seem to speak more than a sentence at a party. But that quiet, that simplicity, that routine of a life doesn't always mean boring. Sometimes it's in all of those empty spaces and empty moments that the depths of love are found. Now, oh my God, why is there's a ghost, okay? We're just gonna say there's a ghost and they moved my tripod. Because I swear there's like, if you were looking at what I'm looking at, there's just no way that it would move on its own, okay? So there's a ghost. Okay, guys, so you heard it. I feel like this could apply to someone that you've been dating, or maybe you guys are dating around. This isn't really a love reading. I feel like this is more about self-love. I feel like you guys are learning to be more comfortable with being uncomfortable. I feel like you've had this facade that you guys are comfortable with being uncomfortable, and everyone looks at you and they're like, wow, she like does her hair all cool and styles herself really cool, and she just must be so courageous and brave. But I feel like deep down inside you're not buying it. So it's really, this retrograde is about like literally being that person from the inside out and finding that love for yourself, and also, you know, finding room to just like accept your own self. I feel like you're your own worst critic, group number one. And this retrograde is bringing that out the most in you, and it's basically cheering you on. So I just want you to know that you are doing a great, sweetie. You're freaking gorgeous and sexy and beautiful and kind and vibrant, and you're just a starseed and an old soul, and you're just a dichotomy wrapped into this complex, gorgeous, individualistic, independent, feminine energy. And you're killing it. And you know what? Stop comparing yourself to other people, because you don't look like them. You don't act like them. There's nothing about you that's comparable. Okay, group number 1, guys, I love you so freaking much. Please comment down below if that resonated. Like, dislike, subscribe. Also, come join the fam on Patreon. Also, if you want to book a private reading with me, you know what to do. My email's in the description box below. Say hello. I'll say hi back. And I will see you all at your next reading. Love ya. Hi, group number 1. Okay, so this Mercury retrograde, am I right? So there's no tarot in here. I'll pull tarot separately. This is just Oracle. Wanted to make a small announcement that I'm playing reggae music in the background, so just deal with it. Not that you guys won't deal with it, but I've been trying to like please everyone by playing this like chanty whatever music in the background. It really fucks me up, like I'm not gonna lie. So if you're a tarot reader and you have like a very high vibrational third eye crown chakra type of vibe and you listen to that stuff and it makes you wacko, fucking comment down below. Okay, so we have cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Okay, group number 2, so y'all are going through a transformation this retrograde. We have the ever unfolding rose. Wow, cracked open. These are 2 different decks. Holy shit. Okay, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. You guys are really in the midst of a transformation. You're like, I needed this video, sis. Okay, we have share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. Okay, we have clear your energy field. We have health checkup. And we have be constructive, not restrictive. Okay, group number 2. So this Mercury retrograde has been probably a transformation that you were not ready for. It probably hit you like lightning, and y'all have been almost forced to really evolve and really do the healing work. Maybe you've been doing the healing work. Maybe you're on a spiritual journey, and maybe you're like, listen, Sam, I already have a list of shit I need to work on. I was not trying to be interrupted in my journey with this explosion. Maybe there was a huge tower moment. Maybe there was a breakup. Maybe there was a move, a separation, traveling, unexpected job change. Something happened, group number 2, where shit hit the fan and y'all are like, what's going on? What's going on? Now, here's the thing. It's happening for you, not to you. Whatever is happening during this retrograde is meant to happen. There is a bigger picture to everything that's going on right now. And it's going to be very useful because you guys are about to share your voice. You're about to share your story about something. So maybe you've been going through it. Maybe you've been on a spiritual journey. Maybe during this spiritual journey, you've been getting downloads about starting a new project, starting a new job, maybe even starting a tarot channel, and you've been avoiding it, but not even avoiding it, but just like low-key putting it on the back burner. Like, I'll get to it. I have a list. Like, I'm going to go down my list and whatever, you know? And Mercury retrograde came in Pisces and was like, nah, bitch, we starting now. We doing this now. And it's like, you're almost resisting this change, which is why we have surrender. During this retrograde, it's just not cute for any of us. So don't feel like you're alone in this, okay? So I feel like that's the thing. I feel like that's the difference here. I feel like you do feel like you're a little alone in this. Maybe you're a little isolated right now. Maybe you've gone into hermit mode. Can't say I blame you because I'm the same way. I get really in my feels without even consciously choosing to. Like, I meditate, I pray, I do the most, you know, probably more than the average person on a day-to-day basis. And I'm still victim to feeling like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like here's the thing about that. It's so much easier to kind of be down on ourselves when things are not folding into place the way that we need them to, which is why we have be constructive, not restrictive. I feel like maybe you guys are maybe being a little hard on yourself. Maybe you're being a little judgmental towards yourself. Maybe you're talking shit to yourself. I don't know. Negative self-talk is kind of what I'm getting. But here's the thing, during this transformation, not only do you need to surrender, group number 2, but you need to surrender to yourself. You got to stop beating yourself up like you're doing something wrong, like you're not perfect. Get over it. Like you're a human fucking being. If anything, you guys are in your first human experience and you're a reincarnated old soul that's come to Earth during the age of Aquarius to help shift the consciousness and vibrations of the people here. So I feel like you guys do have a bigger mission, and because everything is so new to you, you beat yourself up a lot because you feel like a fuck up. Listen up. You're not a fuck up. You're normal. You're human. You're feeling things the way we're all feeling them, which is why we're here today in this video. This is why I felt the need to do this video. It's because everyone is out here feeling this way. Also, side note, it's time for a health checkup. Maybe you guys need to get your shots, your immunizations, whatever it may be, maybe a gyno checkup. It's time to do that. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse. I feel like you guys are just moving out of some mental conflict, mental chaos. Something happened. Definitely something happened that really stirred it all up. Just mixed it up and stirred it up and poured it all over the damn shit in your life currently. And you're probably coming to this video for some redemption. Sam, are things going to get better? Fuck yes, they are. Hello, hi, 10 of Cups here. Because it's not happening like for you, it's happening to you. So things are not like, if something has come to an end, best believe that the universe has your best interest at hand. And I know it's so hard to see that because we have kind of a skewed little perspective of what we can see, but God has no limits, that he could see the whole picture and above and beyond. So if we can't really understand the underlying meaning of all this, just trust that you will, because right now there's some things that needed to end in your life in order to make room for the better things so that you can be fulfilled and be happy. Whether that's with someone or whether it's on your own, it's still beautiful. And if this 10 of Cups is coming to you on your own as an individual, you're fucking set for life. Because if you can tweak around the way that you talk to yourself to a more comforting, more nurturing type of thing, you will be happy individually, separate from any relationship or any friendship. You will be able to count on yourself for advice. For example, right now with the 5 of Wands, I feel like you are just moving out of the 5 of Wands upright, which is like, for me, it's like chaos. It's just warfare. It's mental battle. It's like, fuck you and fuck this and why'd you do this to yourself, you know? But if you can move out of that and you start understanding that life is a process, that you're evolving, that you're human, that these things aren't happening because you deserve them. If anything, they're happening because you deserve better. Then you will find peace. Then you will find emotional fulfillment. So clear your energy field. You might want to practice some saging, go to a crystal shop, figure out ways to kind of sage your aura. We have the 9 of Swords. Okay, guys, so there is something you're having a really hard time letting go of. Something is really stressing you out. I almost have to clarify the 9 of Swords just because of the order that it's in. And if you can hear my stomach growling, I so apologize. Okay, that's interesting. We have the Wheel. So I clarified the 9 of Swords with the Wheel. I feel like it's just a process, honestly. You're stressed out. The stress isn't going to wipe clean in 5 seconds just because we did this reading. It's going to continue. It's going to be a process, but understand that if you make a few tweaks, you will be at this 10 of Cups. This wheel is churning. This is not permanent. It's not forever, and it's not a punishment. Okay, so everything happening to you right now is part of a transformation. It's part of an awakening, and you got to stop being so hard on yourself. Because you know what? You're going to make mistakes and things are not going to make sense and things are going to end that you thought would be there forever. And that's just a part of life and that's part of the human experience. So I'm going to read from the book for this one. Be constructive, not restrictive. Also apologize in advance. There's no table of content in this. Okay. Refinement is a beautiful Word. It's a beautiful concept. We all need it because everyone should continue a better version of themselves than they were yesterday. But refinement should never be restrictive. Refinement should never be about changing who we are or changing our appearance to conform to what the society perceives to be refined or perfect or even beautiful. Especially not when it keeps us from being comfortable. It's fun to try it and fit into that beautiful dress we've always wanted, even if it means we're wearing that corset like we're ready to stop breathing. However, sacrificing our comfort, safety, and identity just to be something we really aren't is never right. We should try and be better from within and for no one else but ourselves because we are already beautiful for all that we are, just as we are. Our refinement should not be for no other purpose but to help us fulfill our karma and help other people. Okay, so our refinement should be for no other purpose but to help us fulfill our karma and help other people. Okay, so everything that you're feeling right now, I feel like is going to have a really grand purpose. I feel like you guys are turning over a new leaf. You caught this reading at the midst of a transformation. The wheel is turning. However, things will be fine. You will be okay. In the meantime, though, start speaking to yourself a little nicer. Give yourself a fucking break yet. And give yourself a break. Clear your energy field and get that health checkup you've been putting on the back burner because helping yourself from within, from without really will help you in the long run overall. Okay, group number 2, I love you guys so much. Always remember that you guys are really just my favorite, no matter what. I mean, not just specifically group number 2, but you guys just in general. I mean, I know you guys are super hard on yourselves specifically in this group, but I just want you to know that I got you. I'm supporting you. I see you. I see you shining, girl. So comment down below if that resonated. Like, dislike, subscribe. Don't forget to join the fam on Patreon. Also, I am booking private readings. Give me a little email. I'll give you a little email back. In the meantime, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in your next reading. Hi, group number 3. Okay, so if you chose the rose quartz, this is for you. What's happening this Mercury retrograde? There's no tarot in this pile, but I will be pulling tarot. So we have Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. Ooh, like, you are the Oracle, bitch. The Oracle ain't you. Or, like, you don't need the Oracle because you're the Oracle. Okay. We have a new Earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Weight of the world. Boundaries. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. We have Ground Yourself. We have Intuition. And we have, it's not what you give, it's what you take. Okay, group number 3. So, first of all, this Mercury retrograde has you feeling just heavy, just like, what? Just like the weight of the world on your motherfucking shoulders type of shit. It's really interesting because we have the weight of the world, but then we have the world right here on top of this girl, a new Earth. You guys could be an empath. You could be a starseed. You could be a mystic, a psychic, a tarot reader. What? Clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient. You guys definitely are one of those. We have intuition here. I feel like y'all are really feeling this heavy. You know what? You could also be a Pisces because the retrograde is in Pisces and you guys are really feeling it. I feel like you're accepting to it though. You guys could be very spiritual. You could have been on a spiritual journey for a while now. But I feel like even as spiritual as you guys are, you still need reminders that you cannot solve all the world's problems. Like, you can't help everyone and you can't do everything, especially if your cup is not full, which is interesting because we have, it's not what you give, it's what you take. And for me, the vibe that I'm getting is that y'all need to really, right now, during this retrograde, just stop with the trying to do everything for everyone else. I'm sure people, maybe your girlfriends are calling you like, listen, this Mercury retrograde is killing me, and you're out here giving advice and doing this and doing that. But like, in the meantime, you're suffering. Like, you're having a hard time as well. So what the advice that I'm getting for y'all is to really go back, ground yourself so that you do have something to give. You got to give to yourself first. I feel like y'all are the type of people that have a cup of love and you're constantly giving out from your cup, but then your cup is empty and you have nothing left to give. So what I'm getting is you guys need to set some boundaries with some people that I feel like are really just taking advantage of your good spirit, your light energy. And when I say light energy, I don't mean that it's light, because I really feel like right now you guys are very heavy. I mean like light as in like the pillar of light, as in starseed, as in you're from a fucking star energy. People are instantly attracted to that. Like, think about people as moths and you're this light. They're just like zzz, you know? And I feel like you're super loving and ever accepting to that type of thing. But at this point in time, it's really going to drain you, and it's going to break you, not make you. So what I'm getting is that you guys need to take a step back, put some boundaries up when it comes to your friends and family, and really go and ground and center yourself, really work on yourself. Right now, I feel like your intuition is peaking. Your third eye is really wide open. So maybe it's a great time to start a new project. If you wanted to be a tarot reader or a mystic or a psychic or something involving the creative arts, now is the time to really work on that rather than trying to go around helping people with everything, because your vibration is rising. You are a part of this journey. You probably, again, you're probably like every other pile so far. This is probably your first incarnation on earth as a human being. You're probably a starseed light being, and you're here in the age of Aquarius to help shift the vibrations of others. But you can't quite do that shift if you haven't done it yourself. So with keep holding the vision, I feel like there's something that y'all have been wanting to start and you haven't quite started it yet. Almost, is that a word? Started it? You haven't quite found the time to start it, because again, I feel like y'all are running around like crazy people with your head cut off, like helping other people with their issues instead of putting yourself first. Now, basically, this Mercury retrograde has probably got you shook because it's bringing the real reality energies to the surface. Now, the reality energies to the surface is basically like, listen up, girl. Things are not going to work out for you unless you start working on yourself. Maybe like, okay, I'm getting this weird note. I don't know if this will resonate, and I feel weird for even like interrupting by saying it. But maybe things are like not working, like you're dropping shit and tripping, and like let's say you put like something into something instead of going in it the first time, like a button, it just fucks up, or there's just like a lot of, maybe you're having like technology problems, like connectivity issues. This retrograde, there's a lot of shit that you're just like, what the fuck's going on? And it's because the universe is trying to send you signals to slow down and hone in, ground yourself, and work on yourself. We have the Six of Cups. Hello, hello. That's exactly what I wanted to say to y'all. You guys are like givers. All you do is give, 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 give. Side note, you might have like really cool style. Just thought I'd say that. But you guys might like give, 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 give to everyone all the time. But you only have 6 cups. You don't even have fucking 10. So what the hell are you out here doing, giving everything you've got? Stop that. Stop that, group number 3. Stop being so nice. Yeah, you guys are exhausted. Oh, you guys have been like really just doing the most for everybody. And I think also, low-key also, part of the realization, the epiphany that's going on here is sometimes focusing on other people rather than yourself is almost like, you know, you're like, you don't feel deserving, you know? It's like, it's also kind of a thing of not having enough self-respect. We have the Hermit. So I feel like right now, what the universe wants you to do is to go inward spiritually. When I think of the Hermit, I think of not only going inward spiritually, but talking to God. I feel like your angels really, really want to talk to you and communicate with you, and you haven't slowed down enough and opened up yourself to communicating with them for them to deliver these messages to you. I feel like you've been around here doing this and doing that and doing that and doing that, and haven't had time to center, open up your third eye, and really receive these messages that they want to give you. So the advice for this retrograde is that you got to stop giving from an empty cup. You're exhausted because that's all you've been doing, and you need to take some time for yourself and go inward spiritually. So for the last groups I've been reading from the book for this one, I feel like that one's very self-explanatory, whereas these aren't. So I'm going to pick one. I'm going to do a new earth. Let's figure out what that means. I'm like, let's figure out what it means. And you're like, Sam, isn't that your job? Okay. So a new earth, a new earth, a new earth, earth. Ooh, 30. It's the first one. Okay. Oh, love it. Don't give up now. You are closer than you think. I know it's hard to hold on to the frequency of a new age when it feels as if so much is crumbling and so many are losing faith. I feel like that's a huge part of it. You guys could be spiritual advisors. Maybe you feel like the world is really losing their faith. You guys are like the peacekeepers. Shout out if you're a Pisces or Aquarius or a Libra and you're feeling like there's a lot of injustice, and that's why you feel the need to do all the things you're doing. You could also be, we got everything here. We got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, we got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and we got Virgo. But again, you could be literally anything. This is your sign that you're facing the right direction. You have a great gift in being able to see the potential of things before they exist. Tend to the new seeds, dream into existence. Don't lose faith now. Keep your focus fixed. Planting new seeds and bringing about a shift of the ages is no means feat. It requires extreme trust and a radical vision. If you pull this card as a reminder to have faith, you chose to be here, to be a part of this global shift. Whether you're bringing it about through prayer and meditation or through working on a new project, job, or creation, keep going. It's happening. Don't give up now. So I feel like that's the thing. I feel like you guys have put up your grand vision on the back burner to help other people with theirs. The world needs more dreamers like you, more people with hope in their hearts. The road ahead may not be plain sailing, ushering in a new age in times of change never is. You're being encouraged to remember that what you've been working toward for so long is almost here. Don't question yourself now. Don't waver. Dig your devotion deep, for if you do, in not too distant future, you'll be able to sit back and watch all that you've carefully planted and nurtured grow and blossom. It's possible. Keep focusing with the Hermit on your dreams. You're closer than you think. Okay, so what a gorgeous freaking message. I mean, it's basically saying everything that we've been saying. You know, you really are like not from here. Like, you really are a starseed. You really do have a greater mission. And I feel like you're putting all of that stuff on the back burner because you are like a light being and people are attracted to you, but you're too busy. Oh, why is my tripod moving? Sorry about that. You're too busy focused and helping other people. And really, this Mercury retrograde is forcing you to go inward and focus on yourself. Okay, group number 3. Wow, I love you guys so much. Please comment down below if it resonated. Also comment your sign because I really want to know. And just comment if you're an empath or any of those things because I also want to know that too. Like, dislike, subscribe. Don't forget to join the fam on Patreon. Also, if you want to book a private reading with me to know more about this or any other situation, send me a little email and I'll send you a little email. In the meantime, I love you so much and I will see you all at your next reading. Hi, group number 4. If you chose this unspecified rock from a different planet, this is for you. I only have Oracle in here. We'll be pulling tarot, but this is going to be advice for your Mercury retrograde. To start, we have Portal. What a gorgeous freaking card. Can we just take a second? Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards. Wild card. Oof, we pulled the wild card. Okay, we have Perspective, also a really fucking gorgeous card. None of this matters. None of this matters. Hello, bye, we're done. Zoom Out, Common Ground. You guys got 4 of these. We have Protection, Call Back Your Power, Cut the Cords, Soul Retrieval. Ooh, gorgeous. And we have Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Okay, and you only got 1 of these. We have Positive Affirmations, and there's Order in Chaos. Okay. So let me just, for my own sake of aesthetic need here, let me just get myself together. Okay. Wow. Okay, so group number 4, how is your retrograde going? It's intense, isn't it? Y'all have really been forced to do the work. And it's not that you guys have not done the work, but I feel like doing the work as in maybe cutting out some relationships or friendships that no longer serve you. Maybe you've been putting them on the back burner because it's a little chaotic to deal with it. But here's the thing. There's order in the chaos. There's a divine underlining order, a grand picture that we literally cannot see. I feel like you're beginning to see it though, like low key. Of all people, you are beginning to see it, group number 4, because we have portals. So doors are opening. You decide rewards. Here's the thing about the portal card. What I get from that is that you guys really are shifting and manifesting, and those shifts where you are getting rid of blockages, protecting yourself from negative energies, people that don't serve you. Once you kind of make those shifts, all these doors open for your blessings to come in. And I feel like that's really what you're doing right now. You guys are really getting to work this Mercury retrograde, but maybe you're coming to this pick a card right now because you're feeling, you're losing a little bit sight of the big picture. You're kind of like, okay, I've done this and I've done that. What the fuck is going on, bruh? And that's why we have perspective. Like, none of this little shit really matters. And that's what's so interesting about this process. You're probably thinking, well, Sam, the little shit is what I needed to do to get to here. So what the fuck are you saying? I don't know what I'm saying half the time. Honestly, I think I black out during these readings. But, here's the thing. The little shit is what is taking up so much of your fucking energy and time, and that's why you need to get rid of it. And that's why none of it really will matter at the end of the day. You're going to kind of look at your life a few months from now, not even a year from now, but like literally 2 months from now, like by April or May, I promise you're going to look at your life and you're going to reap the rewards. You're really going to feel that you're going to feel the benefits of the work that you've done. And you know why? Because you come to this pick a card and Samantha fucking James is going to teach you what exactly you need to do in order to get your manifestations through this portal. So we have mirror. Who or what is triggering you? You guys could be in a twin flame relationship. You could be in just a toxic relationship. It could also be a friendship. It could be someone that you work with. There's something in your life that is really just like, just fucking you up energetically, because we have call back your power, cut the cord, soul retrieval. Whatever the fuck this is, I feel like it's mirroring you and it served its purpose to kind of teach you something about yourself, but it's done. You know, we don't need to keep mirrors in our life forever. Some people think that it's like this long journey that we have to keep forever and ever and ever and constantly be triggered by it. No. Sometimes we just need to get mirrored at least once or twice so we can learn a few things, cut it, and then move on so we can open up the door. So really what I'm seeing here in the order is something's mirroring you, but now this Mercury retrograde is calling you to cut the cord and protect your energy field because you have something great coming for you and you're being blocked by it. Also, I feel like, and that's why we have there's order and chaos, because I feel like right now it's probably very chaotic and you're like, what the hell is going on? But I feel like there will be a reasoning soon, that there will be something revealed to you. Also, side note, to really help with your manifestations, I need you guys to start talking to yourself a little better. You need to start being a little more patient with yourself. You're doing the best you can. Holy shit, did we see how that just popped out like that? You are the Empress, group number 4. I knew there was something fucking special about y'all. So everything I'm saying is not new to you. Like I said, you've been doing the work. You've probably been on the spiritual journey for a while, but you've probably been resisting a few different things that this Mercury retrograde has just brought up from the surface. You know, you've probably been resisting cutting off a few cords. But here's the thing, you know, if anyone is not at your level and you're the Empress, they're not at your level and you're the Empress. End of story, period. I feel like you guys come equipped with some psychic abilities, very intuitive. Maybe you guys have been talking to yourself very lovingly, and that's why you're the Empress, because you're staying in that energy. We have the Knight of Coins. Okay, cool. So there's going to be this opportunity coming for you as far as money goes. Look at all the manifestations happening for you. You're in your, I love this crown, by the way. I would love that. You're in your Empress energy. You're out here killing it. King of Coins. Okay, so you could be literally meeting the King of Coins. A masculine, a divine masculine could be coming in for his divine feminine. He's going to provide her some stability, and or you could literally embody both, feminine and masculine, because you're that fucking bad bitch, you know? You're independent, you have your own money, you have your own stability, and you're really stepping in on your throne. So what's coming in for you as soon as you end whatever this is that needs to end is money and stability. And I feel like this is what you've been manifesting. This is what you've been asking for. So it might not seem like anything is making sense right now, but it really will coming up soon. In the meantime, though, what you can do is cut off the cord for something, and also remember to talk to yourself a little better. I feel like you guys are really hard on yourself, and with that, it's kind of made things like a little difficult for you just to cope, I feel like. Other than that, I still think you guys are very strong and powerful. I still think you guys like are in your Empress energy, and that's really what's important, group number 4. So I'm going to read from the book for protection because I really want to expand on that. $104. Yes, I'm playing reggae in the background. Come at me. Okay, so you are being called to protect your energy and call back your power. May all the lost pieces return home now. Take a look at who and what drains your energy. What have I been saying? Do not keep your tabs open. Shut down energetically each night. Energetic cords are formed between people, places, objects, and events, so it's important to keep checking in. Your energy and energetic space are sacred, so treat them as such. Keeping your energy clear takes work. As we go through life, we can give away our power, so it is important that we call it back by cutting energetic cords or doing a form of healing known as soul retrieval. Can you think of a traumatic event, relationship, or soul memory that you're being called to call back your power from? Check into your body now and see which chakra feels like it needs a bit of energetic cleanup. So I feel like you guys really are very powerful, but maybe you have a few money blockages, and that's really what you've been wanting to work on. Maybe that's really what you've been wanting to manifest. Maybe a person that you're currently in a relationship with, or maybe you're getting out of a relationship with, but you know how that shit goes. It ends up like lingering, is broke, and they've been relying on you, or something in relation to money. That's a blockage within itself, and you're being called to just like end it and not have any sympathy or empathy for it, because you're the Empress and you deserve people who will meet you with this energy. End of story, period. Also, I'm getting that you guys are really vibrant, really beautiful. You could have really big boobs. That's just like something I'm getting here. But we have these images of butterflies here. We have the images of roses and a star. So let me talk about these 3 different images. With the butterflies, I feel like you guys are very transformative. I feel like you are a completely different person than you were when you were younger. Maybe if people saw you from high school or middle school or whatever it is, they would not even fucking recognize you, because you're a completely different person. You've transformed. Maybe you've had a really difficult upbringing and you had to really learn to take back your power. And maybe in recent months or recent years, you were like, maybe I'm being a little too savage. Maybe I need to be a little more sympathetic, or maybe this one person slipped through the cracks and really like manipulated you into thinking that you needed them, or some type of shit like that. The second thing with the roses is I feel like you guys are now really blossoming and blooming, and you need to tend to that garden of yourself. You know, you got to really water that and make sure that no one tries to step on your seeds, on your roots. Also with the star imagery, I feel like, yes, you guys have been through it and you've risen above through the darkness and shine through regardless. So don't let anyone fucking take that from you. And you should expect the same from them. If someone's going through darkness right now that you're helping them with, you got to ask yourself, I did this shit alone. Why can't they? So should you really be bringing them along with you on this journey? Because right now they're blocking your coin from coming into you. And if not coin, they're blocking some other man or energy coming towards you to offer you something solid. Okay, group number 4. Well, there you have it. I have a ghost. They keep moving my tripod around. They're telling me to just stop. But I love you guys so much, and I really hope that was helpful and insightful to you. Please comment down below, you little empresses, and let me know if that resonated. Like, dislike, subscribe. Also, don't forget to join the fam on Patreon. Also, if you want to book a private reading, send me a little email, and I will send you a little email. In the meantime, I love you guys, and I will see you at your next reading. Bye.